Hello, welcome to the video for ADA Veracity on how to modify report verbiage for the different sections. The test site has already been loaded. You'll see here that there are two types of reports, a general report and a CASP report. A general report only has sections here. A CASP report has sections here, containing verbiage mandated by the state of California as required by CASP licensees. This video talks about both. For a general report, we have a report cover, which contains all the meta-site data. We have the architectural barriers, which are the issues themselves. And then we have closing notes, that is, a series of disclaimers. We've included here some of the disclaimers for Access Solutions. If you want to edit any of these items, you can click on various buttons in the What You See is What You Get editor. If you want to edit the code directly, you can click on here and edit the source, which can be formatted in HTML. You can reload this section verbiage from the report. You can insert your defaults, or you can insert the system defaults. Just so you see, the system defaults look a little different. And these are again Access Solutions' defaults. This last section is Generate Report. Notice the report cover and the Generate Report tabs are always the first and last sections. You can rearrange the other sections by dragging them around. The order the tabs appear are the order they will be in the report. For CASP, you will notice a Notice to Owners section as required by CASP. You can edit or add any text as you like. Remember to click on Submit every time you will make a change for each section. The site description contains this button, so you can include the report scope. And then there's more verbiage here. The report statements, disclaimers, and other required statements and various discussions can be placed anywhere as desired throughout the report. This extra verbiage was added by Access Solution to further describe the California Code and the ADA. This compliance statement is required for CASP licenses. There are two statuses for the site. The site is in compliance, or if it's been inspected by CASP. This section describes how to read the report. You can edit it however you like. And the closing notes we've already gone over. Now let's assume you want to change the default verbiage for one of the sections. Changing the system default and saving it will ensure that the new verbiage will be the default verbiage in future reports. To reiterate, there are two ways to modify the verbiage for a given report. To edit the verbiage for just one report, you can do so by clicking the tabs and editing the verbiage with the What You See is What You Get editor. However, future reports will always contain the default verbiage, which is set under the Account section in the menu bar. Once if you set it, that verbiage will be the default for all future reports. If you do not set it, future reports will contain the system defaults. To modify the default report verbiage for your account, you can go here to Accounts. Click on the tab for Report Settings. The first two buttons toggle between the default report being a general report or CASP report. Below these buttons are tabs for each section verbiage. For each tab, you'll see a system default in the first box, and then you'll see your account defaults below. For example, on the closing notes, you'll see that we've changed a few things. We've added the company name Access Solution, as well as our email and phone number. If you wanted to change something else, you absolutely could. When you're finished, be sure to click Save. If you want to reset the verbiage to the system default, leave the text area in the What You See is What You Get editor blank and save. Back to the report. When you are creating your report, if you ever want to load the system defaults, you can by clicking on System Default. Or you can load the account defaults or reload from the report, which will load whatever verbiage has been saved in the report for this section. Before we conclude this video, there is also one other report verbiage area to note. Under Architectural Barriers, you will see an Edit Add Discussion of Issues. Any text in this area will follow the list of issues in the report. For our templates on top, you will see two buttons, Test and Hotel Verbiage. Clicking on one of the buttons will load the user set verbiage. You can always edit, add text as needed. Leaving the text area in this editor blank will result in the section not showing up in the report. To edit this template, go to the account in the menu bar. Go to Discussion Verbiage tab. You can add new discussion text, or you can click on one of the templates that are already present, if any. Edit the text in the What You See Is What You Get editor and save it. If you change the label, then the new label title will replace the old label for that template. This discussion of issues section is used mainly to discuss specific types of sites that require additional verbiage, such as hotels and gas stations. You may find this section useful for specific kinds of legal situations or specific clients. And that concludes this video on how to modify report verbiage. Check out any of our other videos for how to use ADA Pro or ADA Veracity.